Welcome back to another video, and today we're going to be doing a review on the re-release of Broadway Limited Imports HO Scale Brass Hybrid New Haven I-5. As you can see, it comes in Broadway's new standard for their brass hybrid packaging, which is this nice clean white cardboard box, or a sleeve over the box itself. So as you can see, it's pretty well presented, not too over the top, and doesn't have too much going on about it. But as you can see, we have the brand or the logo for the Brass Hybrid series, and then of course Broadway's actual logo. Then obviously this locomotive is HO. And then looking at the sticker, as you can see, New Haven I-5 number 1404, and this is the large script herald, and of course this comes with Paragon 4 DC and DCC, and of course smoke as its function. On the underside, nothing too spectacular again, so we won't waste any further time and get into it. So just take the sleeve off. Straight away, clamshell packaging, nice window of the locomotive itself. Pretty standard way of packaging these models, and usually what I find in transport works quite well. Now there's this sleeve on the bottom, which I find usually isn't the greatest for actually getting any of the slips out, but we give it that. There we go. Slip out. They should have the manual in it and the functions list. So there you go, straight away functions list from 0 to 28. So plenty to play around with their Paragon 4 system. And of course the operator's manual, once again matching the white scheme. So everything you need to know about the DC, DCC, functions again, just general information about the model that you may or may not need. But yeah, pretty stock standard. No need to go into too much detail with that. So pushing that to the side, I'll grab the clamshell out. It's a bit of a struggle, but it gets out eventually. Move that here. Got a warning on the top, which I think might be new. I haven't seen that previously, I don't believe, but perhaps not. But yeah, there you go, you can have a read of that if you so wish, but I don't believe it's anything too critical. Oh, there we go, the sides fall off as per usual. Pretty thick plastic, so it should do a pretty good job in transport. There you go, we've got some spare rubber tires if your locomotive needs that extra traction, and of course the tool for removing the drivers so that you can put them on. Then we have the pretty standard smoke, or the liquid funnel for the smoke function. And then over here we have an extra coupler for the front of the locomotive. So if we just do this, there we go. Everything seems to be in order, and we'll get that out of the way and put that down. So before we have a closer look, I will pack this up and we'll talk about the features. As you can see now, we have the New Haven I-5 on the turntable. I will say it is a little too long for it, but regardless, we'll just run over some basic details before putting it out onto the track. And straight away, as Broadway do, they have done an absolutely amazing job with the paint and lettering of this locomotive. Everything is crisp and sharp with the lettering, and the overall paint job looks pretty good. I don't see any defects at all from just doing a quick skim over. Everything was intact, nothing was missing. So looking at the back, as you can see, 1404. Nice and clear. There's not too much going on with this locomotive with this black and silver livery, but regardless, it looks absolutely wonderful, and it is really nice that Broadway have done a re-release of this locomotive after so many years. But yeah, pretty standard knucklehead coupler here at the rear. Obviously you have the option of putting one up on the front, Then we have these little micro lights up here. They are pretty hard to see because of how small they are and because of the lighting. But yeah, I don't believe those are functional, but we do have a functioning rear light. And then some little info or lettering for the or the capacity of the tender. And then looking to the side, see if I can get it to zoom in. Nice crisp lettering once again, New York, New Haven, and Hartford. Quite well done there. Looking at the side, detail is pretty good. Nothing over the top once again. And then the coal load on top is a real, I believe. And then we've got some hatches and other riveting details. Oh, as you can see, fingerprints do leave their print on here. But yeah, it goes away pretty easily. Of course, it's got a brass and die-cast construction. I believe most of it is brass, with the chassis being die-cast just for that extra weight and reliability in performance. But yeah, we've got firemen in a detailed crew, or the cab or the rear of the locomotive. Once again, 1404, nice silver lining. The wheels look absolutely exquisite, pretty iconic and recognizable feature of this locomotive. Once again, up there we've got the number boards. I do believe those are operable. We've got the builder's plate, which is legible, but obviously it's pretty hard to see in this lighting and of course in this scheme. Coming around to the front, just move the camera back. There you go. Once again, apologies for the lighting. It is hard when this locomotive is so dark. But once again, operating headlight. Got, of course, this little part there which flicks in and out if you wish to put the coupler. Lovely railing details, rivets, all the sorts. Could go on forever about everything that BLI has put into this locomotive, but of course we won't be going that in depth. But overall, a pretty simple locomotive. Obviously it's a streamlined one, so there isn't going to be too much sticking out of it. And of course that helps with the prototype's aerodynamic efficiency, if you will. So other than that, I think we should just get it onto the tracks and see how it functions, test the smoke, the sound, of course with the Paragon 4, and the lighting, and we'll see how it goes. So that's a wrap on our review of the Broadway Limited Brass Hybrid New Haven I-5. Overall, this re-release is absolutely fantastic, and we're very happy to finally have this locomotive, as we weren't able to get it on its initial release. But yeah, Broadway's done a fantastic job, especially with the sounds and just the general operating ability of this locomotive or this model. It's absolutely fantastic. Everything sounds really nice. The low gear running is absolutely fantastic. It's slow, it's realistic, it's not jerky at all, and even at top speed it sounds amazing, looks amazing, and the smoke function works as it should. So overall, really recommend this locomotive. The detail is fantastic. The paint job, everything, could not fault it. So yeah, really nice locomotive. Certainly will be using it in future videos. But until then, we hope you enjoyed this one. Please like and subscribe. Any comments would be greatly appreciated, and we'll see you in the next one. Thank you for watching.